Hi guys! In today's video, I'm going to be talking about tips for disabled pet owners. Or honestly, a lot of these are congruent with busy pet owners as well. So if you are super busy, have a super high demanding job, or on the flip side, if you have a disability and you struggle to keep up with all of your dog's needs, then this video is for you. So today we're going to go over 5 tips for disabled pet owners. And then next week, I have another 5 tips for you. So in total, it'll be about 10 tips. Tip number 1, play games while sitting down. And I think this is extremely important and extremely valuable. A lot of the games that I teach can be done while you're sitting down. So you don't have to exert a whole bunch of more energy to be playing these games while standing or while moving around a whole bunch. A lot of our games can be played while sitting down. And something simple like this could just be teaching a nose touch. So having your dog touch your hand and practicing that while you're sitting down. Or you can play some tug or fetch while sitting down as well. But yeah, doing those, practicing obedience positions while sitting down, doing boundary games, playing orientation games. There's so many games you can play while sitting down and that I do practice while sitting down that are really, really valuable for your dog. Tip number 2 is to keep your sessions short and sweet. I have always and will always say that between 1 and 3 minutes I would say 1 and 5 minutes, depending on your dog, is like the golden time for a training session. Right in the middle, 3 minutes, that's what is best for my shepherd and my mixed breed. Even sometimes, I'm sure Atlas is poking in a little bit into this video, but even sometimes, depending on the activity I'm doing, Atlas can easily do 3 minutes, and that's more than enough for him. I try to do 2 sessions a day, so 2 3-minute sessions with my 3 dogs. That equals to about 6, 8, 20 minutes, give or take a little bit. So keep your sessions short and sweet. Do literally set a timer on your watch. It's the best thing that I've ever done. If you don't have a smartwatch, you can set a timer on your phone, or if you have a kitchen timer, do one of those. There are so many timers that you can use, but set a timer because otherwise you're going to lose track of time. Tip number 3 is to train during net time. And especially during the holidays, I've been thinking more and more about how important this is. And net time means no extra time. So when you're doing something else, you can be training. For example, I really didn't do this because my dogs were napping. But while recording this video, I have Apollo is on his climb. Atlas is on his climb, chewing on a bone, and I could be rewarding for them staying on their climb. Another example is, and I talk about this a lot in my course, Paws Off the Plate, is to have your dog on their boundary while you're cooking, while you're eating. Other things that can be sprinkled into your day that really don't add extra time would be having your dog wait at their food bowls, having your dog wait at doorways. All of these little tiny things really, really help train your dog while also not using extra spoons, if you're aware of the spoon theory. And then tip number 4, which really it's very easily combined with net time, is to use enrichment games and play a lot of enrichment games. A lot of people, and I know it's becoming more and more popular as time goes on, but a lot of people still don't understand, or they really underestimate the importance of enrichment games. And I feel like even I underestimate them to some extent. But enrichment games are really the life of the party for our dogs, especially busy and disabled pet owners. They don't have a lot of energy, or they don't have a lot of time, or both. And so using these enrichment games are a great way to let your dog enrich their mind while sometimes, depending on the activity, you can do other things while they play them. So like right now, Atlas and Apollo are chewing on bones. That can be considered an enrichment game. Chewing is it's an exhausting activity for them. Um, getting to it's like getting your nails done, or getting your hair cut. It's a good activity. Maybe that's not the best comparison. Either way, chewing is a naturally calming activity for our dogs, and it's also kind of exhausting. So I really love and like chewing games. I give them like raw bones or just something else to chew on, probably 1 to 2 times a week. And then other enrichment games could be puzzle toys, or I've seen some games where you put food in a muffin tin and then cover it with like tennis balls, or you sprinkle their kibble in a towel and then roll it up, and then they have to unroll it to get the kibble. Anything that really activates their brain and makes them use their brain are really, really fun games for them. Tip number 5 is to use your management tools. Management has always been underestimated within the training world because it doesn't seem proactive, or it is proactive, but it doesn't seem like it's going to get results right now, which is a lot of what owners want. And our management tools are things like our baby gates, our crates. If your dog is really skilled at their boundaries, then boundary games, anything to prevent the rehearsal of an unwanted behavior is a management tool. And by preventing the unwanted behavior, we are decreasing the likeliness of it ever happening again. So our management tools are really, really important. And if you don't have the energy, or if you don't have the time to train right now, say you're cooking and your dog doesn't have perfect boundary games. You're cooking, so you are limited on the time that you can spend with your dog, and maybe cooking is an exhausting thing for you. I know for me it is. So maybe you don't have the energy to do both cooking and practice boundary games. So then put your dog behind a baby gate, or put them behind in a crate, so that they don't try and steal food off of your counter, or so that they don't try and steal food off of your plate. Management is training, and it just depends on how and when you use it, and making sure that you are adding in the what do I wants instead of just stopping the what don't I wants, or even just focusing on the what don't I wants. All right, guys, those are 5 tips for you for disabled and / or busy pet owners. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. And then next week, I will have another 5 tips for you. Have a great day, guys. Keep on training.